today, which you hold in your hand, in your pocket, you definitely have all these possible applications. And the question is, why the applications different? The different applications because the light delivered in combination with other light, creating the unique cloud of energy at the top of the skin, and it's propagate much deeper. And if you're talking about 1500, it's never been as deep as 1.5 millimeters. It's always 300 microns. But the cloud we created, it allows to treat all these indications, and I will show you later. And this is a device. This is a device which is now on the market, and more than 50 countries already very actively used. You don't need a special room, and it's class 2. Even power is more than big devices, because this device works from the battery. And in purpose of to show this device, it works from the battery, which is you see over here. The laser works from this battery, which on my belt. And definitely, you have the most powerful laser in your pocket. And this laser is class 2. It allows, under doctor supervision, to work with the assistant nurses and nurse practitioners. And it doesn't matter where you want to use in clinic. You want to send nurse to hotel, to home, to cruise ship, it's everywhere, etc. What is the mechanism of this laser? Because the most powerful laser which is used today in military for targeting system or for rangefinders, they are 2 by 3 millimeters, and the power, it's much more power than any other lasers. You see big boxes today and any on the floor. And the first laser is 1927, and this laser penetrates only 150 microns. 1500, everybody knows that it's penetrate maximum 300 microns. Nothing happens with 300 microns. What happens when you send them together at the level of 150, 200 microns, it collects a lot of energy, double energy, and pushing 1500 up to the depth to the, you could see 1.3, 1.5 millimeter. And it's different effect to the papillary dermis and to the epidermis, and this is why you could treat different diseases than before. And of course, the young generation would like to use iPhone. Here's a touch screen. You could use whatever you want. You could change. You want to change energy, change energy. You want to change sport size, you want to change sport size. If I treated, for example, stretch marks, it's coming from 2 millimeters to 14 millimeters, and I change by millimeter. Is skin type 1 or skin type 5? Of course, the distance between dots should be high at the Fitzpatrick 4, 5, 6, or it should be half a millimeter, very tight for the skin type 1. And you're ready. If you want to ready to use, it's ready to use. And this laser, of course, people think, how is possible this small device can do it? You ask a question, how it's possible the military could target 20 kilometers target, because it has to be very powerful. You don't need much power in reality, because you deliver very soft during the microseconds instead of delivering it in very short pulse like all 1500 other lasers. We invented 1500 in 95 and brought it to the market. And we know that it can be spiked and can be long pulse and delivery like sizzling or you want cooking. And of course, when you regulate time, when you regulate spot size, when you regulate energy, when you read a combination between energies of different types, it works pretty well for you to have thousands of choices, and you could change during the treatment all necessary parameters. And here's some samples. Because of the penetration much deeper for 1500, through one treatment you could see, like you could treat STRIA pretty effectively. And again, you don't need to do this treatment in the operating room. No, you have the consultation room, you bring it, put on the pocket, this device, and go ahead and treat it. And this is another sample. Skin laxity, normally with the light, it's very difficult to treat, especially when patients staying, on patients sitting, and the whole legs is difficult to treat. But because of the speed, you choose fast speed, you choose the slow speed, some places, you could effectively treat it, and the patient's very happy. Before the laxity, nobody treated with a big laser because it's a lot of downtime. And skin resurfacing, it's very typical. After one treatment, you don't see white pores, and you see after the first treatment, you will see very good appearance, probably within 5-7 days. This is some samples you can see before and after. It's only one treatment, and it takes, for me, it's 10-15 minutes. It's very fast treatment. Acne scars, it works a little bit different. If you know the reason of the acne scars, you have deposition of the infection at the sebaceous gland at the bottom, and of course you have something going on within the canal and at the papilla itself, and you need this double effect. And it's turned out that it's one of the most applications in Asian continent for the acne scars. This laser 1500, if you tell what you need to treat tattoo and scars with the tattoo, you will tell, okay, picosecond, nanoseconds to remove tattoo ink. No. This 1500 now penetrates up to 1.5 millimeter where the deposition of the ink locates. And it's turned out that with this 1500, you could, in combination, you could treat tattoo. But tattoo, you could use other lasers. You could treat tattoo scars. And this laser is probably most used for the scars, post-operative scars, burn scars, acne scars. And these patients are very happy, and you could see the effect of this tiny device on the scars. And again, on the scars, patient come 5 minutes, it's gone. It's done. The scars after some procedures, it's plastic surgery procedures, it's plastic surgery, it's breast augmentation, or it's facelifting. It's very good results to treat these scars. Just immediately after the treatment, if you start, you will have a better outcome. If you decided to treat old scars, hypertrophic scars, you could do 2-3 years after, but it takes a little bit longer time, but it works. That's it? Probably. And if anybody wants to try this device, please go to the technology booth and play with this. And check number one. What do you need to check? Is it really powerful? And try it, and you will jump. It's really powerful laser device. Thank you very much.